did you? Anything you want.
Ripple might be about to grab most of Japan's money transfer market. The Ripple-powered MoneyTap app is set to roll out across dozens of Japanese banks any day now. The SBI Ripple Asia Japanese Bank Consortium was formed in 2016 as a network of 15 banks. It has since swelled to 61 member banks covering almost 80% of banking assets in Japan. The deal has been in the works for years, and now seems to be on the cusp of making a prominent move in the form of the MoneyTap app. The app was announced in March, but the app website went up only hours ago. It's not downloadable yet, but the live site suggests it might be very, very close. The site says the app will be downloadable in autumn 2018, which is broadly any time from now to November. The MoneyTap app will initially be going live for 3 consortium members, SBI Net Sumishin Bank, Saruga Bank and Resona Bank, before a staggered rollout to the rest of the 60-odd consortium members. If all goes well, Ripple might lock in the vast majority of international money transfers going in and out of Japan in the coming days. A vast improvement. SWIFT is generally entirely inadequate for consumer money transfers, especially for relatively small remittance payments. In Japan, the transfer fee alone might cost about 12 hours of labor for a migrant worker. It's hard to say though because the actual transfer fees will vary widely. This often necessitates multiple trips to the bank at a later date to cover shortfalls when the initial transfer fees paid weren't enough. Through MoneyTap, Ripple aims to drop fees to a fraction of the current norm and usher in reliable same-day transfers. With such a distinctive edge and so much need in the marketplace, it seems quite likely that it will take off. Other players in Japan's market are also moving to shove SWIFT out of the way, but it's reasonable to assume that none of them have the same reach as the Ripple-friendly Japanese banking consortium. Realistic competitors include remittance companies such as Western Union, which are already more competitive on fees, but without a hard digital pivot, these might risk losing their edge. Other low-fee international money transfer services similarly might not be able to match the sheer cost-effectiveness of a Ripple-powered system. In 2016, MUFG, Japan's largest bank, seems to have initially struck off on its own through a partnership with Coinbase. The Nikkei Asian Review describes the purpose of the partnership as an effort to find a replacement for SWIFT. As an aside, this strongly suggests that Coinbase has viewed itself as a potential Ripple surrogate for years now, which might go some ways towards explaining why an XRP listing on Coinbase might never happen. MUFG has since joined the Ripple-powered consortium though. Credit where it's due, SWIFT has also been aggressively moving towards blockchain solutions, but may have found itself at an inherent disadvantage because actually deploying a SWIFT blockchain solution would mean a lot more overhauling by the banks, and it's not really in a position to force this. It doesn't show any signs of becoming a competitive option for smaller consumer money transfers anytime soon. Beyond Japan, it's worth noting that the problems with absurdly expensive and unpredictable remittances are everywhere, albeit in slightly different flavors. Take a look, for example, at how much it might cost to make a bank transfer from Australia to New Zealand. Ripple beating the banks, but centralization concerns remain. Anyone that has made an international bank transfer will feel the frustration of waiting for at least today and paying far more than should be necessary for something that can be done with a click of a button. Ripple is bridging that gap with RippleNet, which offers SMEs a competitive edge for global payments. The San Francisco-based blockchain firm has taken to its blog to proclaim that the world's payments infrastructure hasn't changed since the heady days of Disco, nearly 4 decades ago. Business operations are unnecessarily hindered by today's archaic banking system built upon decades-old infrastructure. Businesses today need to plan for days of delays while banks and payment providers self-fund multi-currency accounts and pass the costs and overinflated foreign exchange rates and transaction fees onto their customers. A significant percentage can be lost sending money from one country to another going through a number of different currencies. The only ones profiting are the banks. According to the company, RippleNet speeds up transactions, reduces costs, and introduces a level of certainty to global payments. Using RippleNet, banks and payment providers can reimagine a payment from invoice to confirmed settlement for their clients. Just one small change, like the ability to drag and drop invoices as part of a RippleNet-powered transaction, can have many benefits. It saves time with pre-populated fields, automatically confirms recipients for accuracy, and obtains real-time quotes. Smaller transactions in emerging markets such as Brazil, India, and China will benefit more from an international cross-border payments platform that doesn't take days or cost a hefty slice of the remittance. According to the World Bank, global remittance payments will grow by 3.4% or roughly $466 billion this year. Ripple is currently at the forefront of the industry and has partnered with over 100 banks and payments providers across the globe. It claims that it connects all parties in a global transaction through a single seamless, frictionless experience. Built for the Internet age, Ripple delivers access, speed, certainty and savings. While this may be a service long overdue, crypto aficionados and cypherpunks claim that Ripple is as centralized as a bank and will still profit from these transactions. The company, however, argues the opposite, claiming that the XRP ledger is based on an inherently decentralized, democratic, consensus mechanism. The key thing to note here is that Ripple is the company with products such as RippleNet, XRapid and XCurrent, while XRP is the ledger working on blockchain principles used by other cryptocurrencies. The bigger thing to note here is that the company, or its executives, holds a massive proportion of these tokens which can enter or leave the market as and when they see fit and consequently have a huge influence on price. Ripple targets China and Germany, SBI Japan investing in Sendo plus XRapid news. In the quest to become the preferred cryptocurrency in the market, several virtual currencies are employing different marketing methods to ensure and push their currencies to be in high circulation. Ripple, XRP is not any different from other virtual currencies. From the look of things, Ripple is poised to become one of the ideal digital assets for profit-oriented organizations in the next couple of years as the digital asset continues to extend its portfolio of partnership with major financial institutions and banks all over the globe. For the record, Ripple's XRapid and XCurrent products have been accepted and incorporated by over 100 banks globally, with even more financial institutions finding convenience with Ripple's blockchain technology. These financial institutions and banks strive to take advantage of the low fees and fast transaction speeds being offered by the Ripple's blockchain technology, driving up demand for the digital coin and its value. German financial institutions and banks have been on the radar of Ripple's growth strategy. In a recent interview in Berlin, the head of banking in Ripple, Marjan de Layton, disclosed Ripple's intention to expand in a European nation, saying they are in talks with several German banks. Marjan was responding to a question regarding Ripple's overall partnership strategy and presence around the globe from the US, Japan, and other European countries. She said, "We are actually in communication with many German financial institutions and banks also." Margin is renowned in the financial sector, being a former business director at Swift before moving to Ripple Incorporated. He is taunted to bring on board a lot of promise and experience to the blockchain-driven organization. At the moment, Ripple is in partnership with the DZ Bank AG-owned bank known as Riza Bank. DZ Bank AG is the third largest bank in the European country, judged by its asset size, having over 100 branches to its name across Germany. The bank is also a central institution for over 1,000 cooperative banks and their over 11,000 branch offices. Ripple is talking to other banks on their possibilities of partnering with Ripple Labs, giving hope to crypto enthusiasts the possibility to see blockchain-driven economies. Ripple expansion plans for China. Apart from Germany, Ripple Labs is also looking at ways to enter the Chinese market to further expand its currency circulation and its distributed ledger technology, DLT. By doing this, Ripple will be able to increase the speed of cross-border settlements in a more secure way. Ripple's Vice President of European Union Strategic Accounts, Jeremy Light, told CNBC on 15 August. Definitely, China is a country and region of interest. Unlike other virtual currencies and blockchain technologies, Ripple strives to serve as a payment processing platform that may work without necessarily relying on a default currency, the XRP token. Ripple Incorporated wants to separate the two, Ripple and XRP, to be different entities. Some of the financial banks and institutions Ripple, XRP has partnered with across the world include UBS, Standard Chartered Bank, Santander, American Express, UniCredit, among many others. So far, Ripple has managed to penetrate the Asian region in small proportions, but the most notable one happens to be with the Japanese consortium. The partnership features 61 banks for the development of a new smartphone application. https://globalcoinreport.com/ Here is why Ripple XRP is mostly misunderstood. Many crypto experts expect Ripple's penetration in the Chinese market to be a challenge, going by the culture of the Chinese authorities to promote local products and inventions. Currently, the Asian powerhouse has Tencent in operation. Tencent is the institution behind many smart applications including WeChat, and is a leading payment and communication system in China that works closely with Shenzhen Tax Authority. Tencent recently did a demonstration on their new blockchain-based payment platform that offers features such as automatic company settlements. SBI Japan investing in Sendo thanks to Vietnam's booming e-commerce market. Japanese financial powerhouse SBI Holdings and other Asian-based institutions are willing to invest to Sendo Technology, a Vietnamese online marketplace, a total of about $51 million. The hefty investment is sure to go a long way in revolutionizing how e-commerce business is done in the Asian country.